It's August 25th, 2021. I just returned from the promenade. Excuse me, so I'm doing a video log update like James Cameron in Avatar. I made yesterday, I found and I made notice, so I'm just referencing a library item yesterday of Gennady Tartarovsky. I don't have proper Russian or Polish translators, or Dexter Laboratory representative. So I am going off of a timing in a word for inflection that I'm trying to make my own at the moment for campaign purpose. All right, so I said to Linda, I said, listen, she's watching War Horse from 2011, Warhorse. The character, the teenage boy, looks very much like my son Antonucci, Anthony Teofril III, which I call Cat Scratch Henri Lossier. He has a whole bunch of different names in High Dutch. I know that's important. Like his father and I. And they have an American quarter horse to plow the field. Now, any Scandinavian Dutch person will tell you you need a Clydesdale. Just saying. An American quarter horse will not do. Well, tried to speak to the Americans, they don't listen. They gave me Jason Peter Romer and their stupid shitbag Anthony Teofril like it was some consolation prize. This is how they have painted America in New York state of mind, where I am here trapped as POW MIA, waiting for handsome garlic clove of gorgeousness in four-leaf clover, whether he's a Celtic, Scandinavian, I don't know. I don't want to ruin the good things of our people with America and what they got going on. So that's why you're all my beautiful Russians. Until I get out of this Brussels sprout and into a healthy artichoke position. Anywho, so I went out on the boulevard, Bell Boulevard to be exact, green and black umbrella, and I was doing my silent walkabout, just observing, and when people do cat calls, like, hey, nice umbrella, or whatever, depends on the situation, I will respond back sometimes. Depending on the audience and what is going on for the day and the acclimate. So this Maria ancestry-looking girl, but suffers from the bloat that I got going on. She says, hey, oh, you're back! Oh my gosh, my gorgeousness! I love you. I'll be out in a minute, all right? Okay. So she says to me, she goes, nice umbrella. So I turn around and I said, well, it is a parasol on the promenade, and I do have a campaign to hold up by myself. And I just kept walking. I think that sends a very clear message for minority being held captive in my neighborhood. NEIGHBORHOOD. I did see a few, I saw two, looks like Hell's Angel type gentleman who was on the promenade today speaking to a woman. I felt more comfortable. I mean, they looked like Irishmen. The hardcore Irishman rides a motorcycle and is in a club of some sort. Usually they wear black leather vests of some sort. Not my echelon that I hang out with, but I also am appreciative of their Irishness inside the New York area somewhere, hidden, because they do things. I just don't know who they are and what they are. And I don't speak badly of the units that may have tempers, so I stay out. I don't personalize the attack, I just state the obvious. So, there's no judgment for that matter. I said to Linda, I was like, you know, Linda, there's this thing called consumption when they say in the olden days, I mean, the paleos knew about it. You were frightened to death of catching the consumption because it would kill you. So then why, when I awake and get put in a 19th century, decade 7 plus 8 years, into a century, century 20, decade 2 plus 1 year, why would that entire stretch of time frame that I was subjected to this humanism, did they promote consumerism? Right, that is consumption, and that causes mass death. I would not campaign in pushing and promoting consuming more shit. Just saying. It causes massive garbage and junk piles. It causes the wrong people to be making money and making business. Then they become harder to take away their stuff. Bullets work faster. I mean, I'm the 6th bullet on that one. So, anywho, so I was walking quietly because I don't keep a pistole. I don't. That is for the men. I am just there. I will hold the umbrella of their campaign up. Let's just put it that way, and support them in whatever they need to do in the paleo closet. I will also mention that while I have a confirmation, I am more of they say the word Christian, right? Okay, so I have the Christ baby, which is Alexander James. And I also met an Ian, I-A-N, who is a very, very handsome gent in consortium somewhere else, who is the one who gave me some certificate of black, white, and yellow. Red Hofstra, which I did not know, but I know that is a monarch butterfly caterpillar reference. That I do know. All right, so, and he was paleo, very paleo in the proper, I mean, I don't look paleo. I'm just sun damaged because I'm holding up an umbrella in a campaign for the paleo gang of whatever's left wherever they are, and I'm trying to protect you with an umbrella. Give me a little slack here. So, all right, now let's think about this. So I've got that going on in the local Bayside station, Bayside, New York, 11361. This is my neighborhood, not anyone else's, for a very special paleo purpose, and being that I am the documented POW MIA with paperwork and with outside agreement, because there's movement in this area that is dangerous, and Department of Homeland Security needs a handle and a grip to guide them in one set agreement. And since the land was owned by Dutch and paid by Dutch and still is a Dutch present, we are doing headquarters at Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361 as of August 25th, 2021, which is ZOZI. I mean, I was here earlier, but we are working however we are working. And I will say, all right, so I am Christian because I had a Christ baby, and I met an Ian, which I own a length of time with the ZOZI child, which les États-Unis and les enfants means it is a layer of time between he and I. We're not the same size. I grew him in my cavity, my body cavity. That by itself is a miracle. It's covered under stuff. All right, so that being said, I was walking the promenade and I noticed there is a Ottoman posing as a Paleo Hebrew or a Paleo Jew. Now, he had this color on the back in a circle. So that usually is something Jewish or Hebrew-ish, is the yarmulke. However, he's in Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361, and he has not sun, I mean, he's got sun damage, but he was born between the golden age and the bronze age. He's got goat milk in his veins, is what we usually say at the paleo bunch of, I don't want to upset you, but I do need to clarify. So now the man is looking at real estate on Bell Boulevard. He's got goat's milk in his blood. He's wearing something traditionally Jewish or Judea. I'm the Judea and the Christ figures. We get along, I suppose, or I thought so. But I'm finding a problem with the children that have a little goat's milk in their blood. They seem to be misleading and playing between the golden and the bronze age and really disrupting the bronze age, and then they go back and forth and nobody wants to take, and everything gets worse. So I am holding up the paleo side of I am as milk as the cow's milk that they sell in a plastic container, opaque container in New York in this life frame. That's, I mean, I was more that color than golden and more that color than the bronze. So we're going to go with that on skin palette for the moment, because if I speak to an artist, I'm not getting in an argument with you stupids. If I have to put a resin to explain one thing, great, I'm the color of suntan lotion, zinc oxide. I put zinc oxide on my face, and it's supposed to be a sun repellent. Great, I'm more that geisha color than I am a golden age or a bronze age in paint, if it is a straight and I put it all over my body. Because this is a difficult conversation. I am not saying one is better than the other, but I do have to distinguish that there is movement into this area of things that are calling themselves Judeo-Christian, which are not providing accurate data, and they are painting the landscape. And I am not saying that all of the goat's milk children with some form of whatever, I'm not saying that they are bad at all. I am just saying I am looking around for the RECON team at Paleo knows what's going on somewhere, and I have to save them from being murdered, executed, and harmed, since we are a minority. And there are some misleading factors in my local neighborhood for DHS, Department of Homeland Security. So this way, they, in their respectful whatever, if they have conversation with something in a Pentagon holding a wrench with one really handsome man that I belong to, and a clan of something I am missing out of, they report in properly, so we take care of the correct problems in the world, and we do not grow new problems. Star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza, and it is Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. It is August 25th, 2021, alphabet or alpha beta. It is a numeric 2, numeric Z or 0, numeric 2, numeric 1. That's alphanumeric. And in alpha beta, it's ZOZI. Z, which is Z, O, 0, Z, Z, and then I for 1. Yeah? Alright. So that is it for the moment with consumption, consumerism, producing all of this junk so people buy it, so you have money, so this way you break more, and this is like the circus that they have going on, and then they're afraid to scale it back because what will come next? If I told you there is some really handsome man I belong to with a couple of good clansmen that have a checkbook and an ability to bring you from here to there while they clean up a couple of misnomers, right? That really should hold off, and you should be making decisions on the correct direction rather than listening to the children who are in an illegal occupation and trying to sell you the world in the wrong way and paint it with all the wrong way with words and gimmicks and schematics and construction companies and what's in the building. Right, yeah, there's a couple problems in my building in New York. The Sky Dome and then the Spinal Tap, the Capelli Dome. It is what it is.